What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I am back today. I am a new STARSET Online fan. I have done a couple of reactions to some of their songs, kind of here and there. But this time I have the pleasure of stumbling upon one of their newer songs, right? Very, very fresh new. This came out 18 hours ago at the time of this recording. Head Over Heels. Let's go ahead, shut up, and turn it up. Oh, wait, I got this little weird bar thing at the bottom. I don't know why that's there. Hopefully it disappears. There we go. And STARSET always has themes, concepts in their music, so we're looking out for those.
Traditions I can trace against the chat in your face won't escape my attention. You keep your distance with a system of touch and gentle persuasion. I'm lost in admiration. Could I need you this much? Are you wasting my time? You're just wasting time. Something happens and I'm head over heels. I never find out till I'm head over heels. Something happens and I'm head over heels. I don't take my heart, don't break my heart, don't throw it away.
Whoa. I know this song. Head over. Hold on, I gotta search it. Let me move my search bar over here just in case something weird pops up. Head Over Tears for Fears. That's who sung this song. That's who sung the original. Now I'm not sure if this. Oh, they're using. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. So they repurposed this, right? So, okay, what's going on here? So the original Head Over Heels was a love song, right? Specifically talking about head over heels. But, I don't have the lyrics for their song pulled up, STARSET's online. But what's interesting here is that, they're kind of like playing a familiar game, if you will, but sometimes two things can be true at the same time, meaning that, especially when it's coupled with visuals, because I think the visuals are definitely going to help with this if they don't change any of the lyrics, because the visuals tell a different story when we're talking about head over heels. Okay. Now, when I'm looking at this video right here, right, this head over heels video, when I'm looking at this, immediately I start thinking, before I realize that this is maybe a cover, because I think they're going to throw their own spin on it. Not just instrumentation like the music, but the meaning and everything. But head over heels. So obviously we're talking about, in today's culture, where we're pretty much, screens, right? That's where our faces are, screens and everything. Lost touch of how to communicate with other type of people. Everybody's walking around with TVs on their head and everything. So when I think of that concept, and then I think of the title Head Over Heels, then I think that, you're obviously in the love perspective, head over heels, I'm falling for you, right? But in this specific, it's not necessarily falling for me. It's almost as if we are we're stuck in place, if you will, right? We're not necessarily progressing, or we're not doing, essentially we're not progressing, right? Because we're too busy in our heads to be moving, and social media, if you will, kind of like, YouTube, like you're watching everything, kind of get us stuck, right? Because we're all in our head, we're not progressing, we're not moving. So to take the concept from love, like I'm falling for you, to a concept saying that we're not progressing because we're all stuck in our heads, right? Most of our communication, a lot of what we do is kind of all stuck right here. So that's what I'm getting so far. But that's very interesting. As soon as this chorus started playing, I was like, wait a minute, I know this song.
Take my heart, don't break my heart, don't don't throw it away.
See this right here, you kind of see the expression on her face before it went, you know, this is kind of, think of this as kind of like it's like she transported herself, like as we're progressing through this, it looks like for the most part there's just this look of depression on her face. There's some surprised faces, but it's kind of like this video down here, it's kind of like you're just kind of going through the motions, doing everyday things, right? Not finding joy pretty much in the real world, right? Everybody else got TV screen, you know, we're all kind of want to like going grocery shopping, walking in public, and then this one going up to their room and then sitting down and pressing that button. That button is probably most likely the passcodes that grant you access into the internet, where she is starting to experience all these crazy exotic not exotic, but really adventurous things that really kind of attacks the dopamine, right? To really get this digital high that you're going to be on. And it could be likened to a drug, because the more that you experience it, the more and more you're going to want. So we seeing her hopping into this jet, she's just going really fast. I kind of equate that to watching something that maybe really heightens your dopamines. That's why we got this face here. And then all of a sudden it turns off and she goes right back to the depressive, like, all right, what else do I do? Got to get back to real life, if you will.
I'm made of fire and watching it burn. Thought of your future. It's hard to be a man when there's a gun in your hand. Oh, I feel so.
Yeah, dopamine button.
Something happens and I'm made of years. I never find out till I'm head over heels.
You know, that part right there where he says, I never find out until I'm head over heels, is that part where I feel like, you know, because I work in tech, right? And there are times where I have to take a certain equipment from somebody, and then they ask me the question, well, what am I supposed to do, right? When I don't have this, my whole entire life is on this thing that you just took from me. So when you say I never find out until I'm head over heels, it's like that sudden realization, like, oh snaps, I'm like deathly bored. I don't know what to do if I don't have these things, right? I don't know what to do when I have to put the heels back on the boot, back on the ground. You know what I'm saying? I can't just be walking with my head down. Walking with my head down, right? Down, ground, heels. Hold on now. Might be cooking. Just a little bit. Might be cooking. Let's go. Might be cooking.
Don't throw it away. And this is why four-leaf clover. On and on with open eye. And this is why four-leaf clover.
This is GTA. Activated no clip. Fly no clip. There it is. Back to depression. Real world. And, you know, there's something going on here with this picture right here, too. Okay, hold on before I go in. Okay, so, you know, that very last part, very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Euphoric, if you will. Her flying through the universe and just, like I said, the dopamine levels are just really firing off, right? And flying through the space and time continuum, Buzz Lightyear to infinity and beyond and everything can be another representation of limitless, right? Because they're pretty much, you can pretty much go anywhere on the internet. There's no limit to it. But obviously the further you go, the more depressed you are. Now, the interesting thing about this picture that they're showing right here is that obviously we have an image of her being blue. Now, what I could assume is that the rest of these are also in the same situation she is. It's just this is our main character of focus right now. We have these other windows here that are light up. Now, what am I to make of that? What am I to make of that? Because if you think about it, whenever you are on your phone, or at least from what I've seen, you know, on your phone, maybe it's just a similar. Maybe you're in the dark. You know what I mean? Like right now I'm in the dark, right? I just got my ring light that's illuminating my face, but my lights are off and everything. But I start thinking about, you know, when is a really, really heightened sense of consummation, or when you're consuming, it's probably at nighttime. You know what I mean? Like when you're going to sleep or whatnot. So, you know, consuming this in the dark is probably a pretty natural thing that happens to a lot of people. And we got these other people that with the lights on, that could possibly symbolize people who are kind of just living in the moment and not necessarily on their phone. And we see that there's only a few windows that's lit up, but the rest of them are pretty much in the same situation. Man, I'm telling you, sometimes I wish my videos like these did better than they actually do, because this is what I like to do. You know what I mean? They don't perform well, and I got to take my channel's health into consideration whenever I'm doing reactions. I wish they did, because it forces communication, right? And I hope the people that made it here, you know, I hope that we can continue this down in the comments, because I want to talk about it, right? I'm not even going to go up and look up the meaning. Usually I do if I feel like I'm too far off, but I want to stand on business with what I think the concept of this video was. And then maybe we'll discourse about what the real meaning of it is down in the comments, but y'all let me know. All right. Dave's out.